everybody. Welcome back to the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. You know who I am. You know this guy too, Connor Burke.
Hello.
Welcome
Hello.
back. Have you recovered
I've recovered.
from Friday?
I was my heart was 200 beats a minute probably.
Did you go out and celebrate?
No, just
No,
went home.
you good boy and went
Yep.
home. All right.
Went right home.
We were just talking about it before we went live here, and like what an incredible game. We were first to the board out there. It was a bit of a tennis match. 1-0, 1-1,
Yep.
2-1, 2-2, and then Windsor really took over and decided to give us a challenge. And we were up for the challenge.
Yeah, that was
It
unbelievable.
was 5-2 in the third period.
The goalie had a rough night, I think. You know, Evan stood on his head and saved that game. But yeah, I think the Costanzo was pretty upset after as he saw.
He showed it several times. All right. And then, can you imagine the bus ride home?
Ooh.
That's a long bus ride
Yeah,
home
that's
to
not
Windsor
fun.
from Sarnia. I was down in the restaurant set up for post game. I usually actually watched. I did when they tied it up like this.
It was loud.
And
It was really loud.
going to overtime.
Haven't proven to be the best in overtime, and
Yeah.
that's always a nervous.
Wrong though.
Wow.
Like
What
I
a-
just
A steal by Luke. Slipped one through the 5-hole, and how loud was it after that goal?
amazing.
Even though people were already leaving, like you could in the group.
Well, that'll teach them.
Yeah,
Never leave before it's over. You
Yeah.
never know,
you're
right?
missing the most exciting part of the game.
And out of all the games that happened this year and have happened, out of the ones we've won, whatever happens, that'll be the game that'll be talked about coming into next year. Remember that game
Yeah.
against Windsor? You know, Terry Doyle and some of the boys up there in the media room today were talking about, well, I remember when that happened back in, there was another time that we did that, and it was against Windsor. The goalies were flipped the other way for some reason in the third period, but that's what happened. They came back. So, you know, what does it say for this team? I mean, you know, it makes it easier to talk about when they win, but you and I have always talked about the skills that are on this team and what they're actually capable of.
Yeah, well, that was the turning point. You were on the edge of an 8-game losing streak, and didn't let that happen. And it could have been the start of a nosedive, really. And they're just so resilient. And like we've said before, they play these best teams in the league and somehow find a way to win. Somehow find a way to beat London, beat Windsor. After 2 games where we were kind of smacked around 7-2, 8-2. Sure, the confidence might have been pretty low after that, but just good teams find a way to get it done against the best of the best.
Yeah, for sure. Well, game day against the North Bay Battalion. We're going to talk about that. It's I don't know what to expect here. You know, I was up in the media room, and we always had chatter before. What do you think? You know, and it was like, this should be a good game. And the one guy's like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. From the fans, too, you know. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
You get used to losing after a couple weeks, and
Well,
you
it's
expect
fair,
the worst.
It's fair to say, you know, because like we talk about the confidence of the hockey team itself needing, I mean, Friday's game is certainly, they're standing a little taller out here on practice right now even, but the fans go through the same thing, the emotion, right? Like, 7 in a row. And then, yay, yesterday, and then today it's like, okay, that's good. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks to be a little less busy today. I didn't check the ticket sale.
It's early. It is Sunday, right? We'll see the kids coming out and stuff. But Patrick DeRoche, actually, a few weeks ago when I interviewed him, and one of the things he said was, you know, the fans do get into it and they get upset. And he said they have a right. They bought a ticket.
Yep.
I mean, it only goes so far, but they do. They have a right to say, come on. Are you one of those guys?
I mean, I'm not going to rag on anybody, but you know, I get upset for sure.
Yeah.
It sucks to see your team lose in any sense, but
Yeah.
it's,
Truth
you
be
always
told,
wanna
though,
see them
like,
win.
that was an impressive game. where, Lucas Fisher, you mentioned, like, he took 4 points out of that game with a goal and 3 assists. 3 assists in a game. That's nice.
But it's what a captain should do, right?
Right.
And our only drafted player, he leads the team, and despite he's on the back end 4 points, and he's scoring more than the forwards, and took that opportunity. Sometimes it costs him, but that opportunity in overtime to pinch and steal the puck and just go off on his own was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Beckham Edwards.
What else can you say?
I'm pretty sure we've talked about him every broadcast from the start of the season, and deservingly so. He, even on days where he wasn't scoring, he was right in where he needed to be to support the other guys on the team.
Yeah, he plays hard. He doesn't miss a shift, really. And like I said before, he seems to be always smiling. I'm sure he's a great energy around the guys.
Yeah.
For someone that we might not have expected to come to the team, like right up to the season where he signed.
And as a rookie, he stands out like an experienced OHL player already.
Yeah, definitely. It's really impressive to see, actually. I'm sure we're expecting another big day out of him today.
Yeah, well, and hopefully hold on to him leading up to the next couple of seasons, right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the plan with the Sarnia Sting right now, obviously. And you always, you call it a rebuild team and the young team and all this stuff. But at the same time, it's the OHL and anything can happen. Anything can change. They can go away. Somebody was asking me last night, what do you think about these new NCAA rules? Like, it makes it more attractive for players like a Beckham Edwards to go, well, that looks like an opportunity.
Yeah, it sucks. There's going to be a lot of moving parts. It's still brand new. It happened in the middle of the season.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of new commitments in moving players, I think, during this offseason.
Yeah.
There's new teams getting added to the WHL. It sounds like the Penticton
Right.
Bees are going to go from the BCHL, and there's going to just be a lot. And for college teams to be able to offer some money to players, it's kind of an enticing offer, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But this being, like we said before, the best developmental league in the world, that's an enticing option too. So we might be seeing some.
And coaches, though, are not allowed to recruit.
Yeah, I'm sure they're a big fine, but players are.
It's going to be interesting, like you said, because it came in the middle of the season here. When we come into next season, when the drafts and the trade, all this stuff starts to happen, it's really going to look a whole lot different.
I think
at the
so.
beginning of the season now.
Yeah, it is for sure. Like I said, with new teams, and I don't think there's going to be a new OHL team next year, but maybe the year after that. And
right, we're talking about like Cornwall as a rumor, right?
And so many new options and opportunities for players to play, and it's a small league now, right? There's only 20 teams.
So you'd like to see the OHL grow, like
I think
more
so.
teams
I
coming
think it's
in.
better for the sport. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Even if there's talks of American teams coming in,
right?
Why not change it from the OHL to the OMHL?
Nope.
Or the OMPHL.
Whatever. Don't go down that
Ontario,
political
Michigan,
road now,
Pennsylvania
Connor. Right? Let's go and say hello to our friends over on TikTok. I'm not ignoring you. Let's see, what do we got here? Rusty one. Judas is here. Oh, Mom's here. Hi, Mom. Chase Crashers was liking the live out there. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Thank you, Chase. Trinity here. I still want to I hate missing anybody, but we try to get to 20,000 by the end of each period. Emma, good morning to you and your dad. Hope you guys are having fun. Where are you now? Start time coming up at 2:05 there, Brody. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. I think I did just now. Maddie, good afternoon from Forest. Oh, okay. My wife and her family are from Forest. Karen shared us. All right. I've gotten a few cans already. For Minnesota, nice. Okay. They went to Fort Knox. Minnesota. What am I missing here? Abby. Oh, Abby's our moderator. Welcome back, Abby. Nice to have you here. And John Perrin. Hello, Bentley. So hello to all of our friends there in TikTok land. When we end here on Facebook, we stay live on TikTok, and we have more fun on TikTok. It's just say it.
Before and after scenes.
Yeah, no kidding. We get the behind-the-scenes stuff. Special mention, it is Indigenous Heritage Game Day here with the Sarnia Sting, recognizing our Indigenous friends, as they do at every game, doing the land acknowledgement before the anthem at each game. But this is an extra special day that will be recognized here with the Sarnia Sting and the Indigenous community, a big part of our community around here. And John Williams, you see that up there. John Williams is a local artist that designed that logo for the game day. So thank you, John Williams, for that.
Yeah, that's
It's very cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I've always liked Indigenous art too. Like, I have some friends that they make the jewelry. The girls wear the jewelry stuff. So
Right.
it's bright and vibrant. And
I believe they have jerseys tonight.
oh, is that right?
I think
oh,
so.
with the logo on it.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. This guy's more informed than I am. I don't understand that. What's going on? Shout out to our friends, of course, at Hughes Intelligence Canada for allowing us the space here. Connor, this is going to be a tight game, I think. But again, it's that unpredictability of, it should be a good game. We're fairly evenly matched, but then one's more tired than the other. Like, I was talking to a couple of the guys from North Bay Battalion up in the media booth earlier, and I said, what's that drive? Oh, it's like 7 hours.
Oh, man.
6
Yeah.
hours.
Relatable.
So tired. I saw a post on Facebook earlier today. You know who Jeff Foxworthy is?
Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be a redneck if.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Right. Well, yeah, right. There was a post that, I guess he was in Caesars Windsor last night doing a show.
Oh, wow.
And he listed a bunch. You might be a Canadian if.
Right.
And one of the things, if you refer to distance by hours rather than kilometers, you might be a Canadian. And I asked Joe up there, he's one of the hosts up in the media room, I said, how far is North Bay? And he goes, about 7 hours. I was like asking a few people on purpose to see it.
Yeah.
Nobody said about 700 kilometers.
Yeah.
How far is Toronto? 3.5 hours.
3.5 what?
So
Oh, you didn't know?
I guess it holds true, right?
That's awesome.
We don't do it in kilometers.
Yeah, that's so true, really.
It sounds shorter.
It is. It makes more sense.
Let's go to Toronto. That's only 3
What
hours.
am I going to convert the kilometers in my head?
No.
That's crazy talk.
I failed that grade. All right, so Indigenous Game Day. Welcome to our Indigenous friends, always, but glad to have this special day for them.
For sure.
Let's talk about the lineup here, Connor. We've got, I think, pretty close to what we had here on Friday. Brown, Beamish, and Phelak.
Yep, I think. Oh, Beamish is back in. That's good to see. You
Oh,
said you
right.
Saw, you said you saw him on crutches.
I did. You know what? And who did I run into? I think it was Patrick DeRoche Friday. And I said, and he says, actually, apparently it's not as bad as they thought.
That's good to see.
We'll see. So
scary coming in if it was from crutches to playing in a full
well,
game.
Well, maybe that I did say though. Maybe that's one of those just extra cautions,
for sure.
You know. So obviously, well enough to be back tonight.
Great to see.
I think fans were worried. I know I was.
Yeah, he's been our first line center for quite a while now.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough to go out with an injury. So.
And he's got to be excited to be back, except that sometimes when those injuries happen, like the way he went down, I remember, he was on his back, he was rolling around, he wasn't moving much. And sometimes coming back can be nervous.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt myself.
You're hesitant to put yourself in the same
Right.
position. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see how that works out, but glad to see Beamish back there for sure as the fans.
Important.
And a bit of a leader out there too, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so for sure. Just coming over from the PCHL to a first line here, made himself pretty comfortable.
Right.
It's another guy we'd like to have going into next year.
Yeah. Wainwright, Edwards, and Doucette. There's a powerhouse line as far as I'm concerned. Wainwright's really been doing a great job getting in there and do it. All these three guys right there have been doing their assigned duties.
Yeah. I said Wainwright might not have the best hands or the best job, but he's one of the leading point scorers for a reason. He gets himself into a position. Right. He's just a driver of the play. He'll go anywhere for sure.
Yeah. And, that's just a powerful line. Karimov. Diorio and Manza. This is, let's talk about your boy.
A huge tying goal in the game against Windsor, and wow, was he excited. It's a great celebration coming around along to the boards. And
I like to see him in there, well, because I know he's your favorite, but I'd like to see a little more consistency out there.
Be nice to get a goal from
But
today.
it's kind of like he gets the goal, and then you kind of forget about him in the sense of a goal scorer. And then all of a sudden, there he is again, and he's a surprise guy.
Yeah, for sure. He's got great hands and a great shot. I wish he would use it more.
Yeah, right. You've said that before, but he is strong in behind the net. He gets in behind that net. He's good at the struggle there.
Strong along the boards
and
too.
knows how to pull it out and get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah, I think he's just a stocky Russian. Like he'll push you around for sure.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see something from him tonight as well, and then. Luecki and Hall and Moses. Let's talk about Moses there. I mean, like he was doing well, and then he was sat for a few games there earlier in the season because I think intentionally they were like, we want to see a little bit more from you.
Yeah. He had some great opportunities on Friday night. He just missed the puck by like a couple inches. Like,
missed it by
so
that
many
much.
times. Like I was like, if that would have been on your stick, you probably could have scored. He's been proving himself for sure. But just got to get himself that goal.
Carson Hall, another one that was like, I feel like he
great goal.
What's the word?
Friday.
Great goal. Yeah, but it's another one. I just like to see a little bit more like
consistency.
He seems to be showing up a little bit more lately, but when he gets the puck, he controls it very well.
Yeah, he's been great. He missed a lot of that start of the season, so I guess maybe just kind of coming into his own now.
Right.
It's nice to see.
Right. And, of course, the rest that'll be out there coming up in a few moments. Things will get underway here in about 15-ish minutes. Hey, Jaylene, she says, have a great game. Is Beckham playing today? Yeah, Beckham Edwards is, yeah. Stamkosville, right? Yes, Lane. Lane acts 3 times. No, he's not. No, I'm just kidding. Me and my wife drive from Windsor to Timmins every March break. It's about 12 hours with the kids. Good for you.
That is
Hello
crazy.
to the new group. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. What the heck? I know you're swearing at Connor.
Colin.
Abby says, "Go attack, go." Well, she's a moderator and she's good to us, so we'll let that go. Take back what I said about the Sting. They beat my. That's right. Bentley's coming to the game today. Well, I'll have fun at the game.
Nice to see the LeBlanc twins back in town today too. They had a great.
Right, I forgot about that till you mentioned it. Yeah, they were like not here that long.
No, they weren't on any of their teams for very long. And
Blink of an eye.
If you remember that clip from the playoffs, then I think it was Jacob was in the box against another team they were playing against, and it was caught on the mic where he said, "There's a reason you've been on 4 teams," and he was yelling across to Jacob. So I don't know what the story is there. But
okay, well,
they've been moved around quite a bit.
All right, interesting. Well, there's all those stories going around that we just never quite find out there for sure. But good lineups there today, and I think again I'm predicting a strong showing from both teams. Quite honestly, I think it's going to make for good hockey. Obviously, we want the Sting to win. This is crucial time right now. Like we know, we had the win against Windsor, but then last night Windsor plays Flint and loses to Flint. You would have rather seen Windsor win against Flint.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter for Windsor to win now. They're so many points ahead, but we're just behind Flint, and that just extended their lead just a little bit. So it would have been nice to have them stay where they were and pass them maybe today.
In a perfect world.
Yeah, in a perfect world.
And then
we're in our position now with only a couple points because Sault Ste. Marie's coming up behind us.
Yeah, by they're only, what'd you say, 3 points behind us?
3 points behind.
So it's interesting.
It's really important to try and be able to string together 2 wins at least on the weekend and have some good energy going into
But
next
we'll
week.
play Windsor again coming up.
Yep, it's a never-ending battle, so I'm sure
like,
they'll be looking to get revenge. So
I've never understood how that all works. Why do we only play this one once or twice? We play that, I don't know, whatever.
Just the travel, I think.
Yeah, that's part of it for sure. Because every team takes their turn of the 3 in a row or the long weekend or whatever that is. They
the
try
America
to balance.
sweep or the North
sweep. Yeah, right. Because there's a lot of traveling going on there, right? So, well, this is going to be, I think we'll have lots to talk about here tonight. Sunday afternoon from the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite, thanks to Barry Bentley and his crew. They do the security here, so don't misbehave at a Sting game. These guys will toss you out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can
Surprised
speak
you
to that.
haven't been thrown out.
Can speak to that. No, I'm joking.
But you got a good vibe down there. And what section are you in again?
116.
116. You made some friends around there. And I didn't realize when Matt Whitney was up here co-hosting for you, he's only been a season ticket holder for like 3 years.
So have I. We've
I thought
started
you were
at the same time.
Oh, I thought you were longer. How'd the hook get into you?
I've been to Sting games my whole life. I consistently started going that year when we had Burke because I like Burke.
Right.
I'm like, I got to go see my last name in action every. I got the jersey on today actually.
Right. Okay.
And
nice.
then they just started getting good, and then I was like, you know what? I don't. And I was really bummed out at how hard it was to get those tickets at the playoffs. I got a great video of the line that went around the building.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I flew my
that's
drone
why
out there and took a picture of that.
That was the swaying point. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get season tickets because I'm never waiting in line like that again.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, they've already. I think you can still. You might be able to get them now. I don't know. Or they had them on at the start of the season. I think. You didn't get them then?
The what?
The season tickets.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you mean you're waiting for that again for next year? As soon as they're on, you get them?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just meant after that big playoff.
Oh,
run.
I got you. Okay, I
like,
understand. Okay, I actually was listening.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay, sure you were. Right. I didn't bring them today. They're in my pack over there, but you still haven't got them, have you?
I gotta go get them. I left it. I was talking with my brother actually. That came to the game on Friday. That's nice to see.
Nice.
Doesn't come to many games, so. And then I
The
forgot.
little brother bonding there.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
He brought his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. All right. So go get your hockey cards.
I gotta get to the honey pot.
SarniaSting.com.
Yeah.
You got to get to the honey
They
pot.
might be sold out already. Who knows?
Well, pretty soon. Pretty close, I think, from what Jake Borey tells me. But you want to get them because once they're gone, and you'll be able to collect them, trade them, share them, give them to Connor if he doesn't get his button by his own, or you can go to SarniaSting.com.
Someone's gonna be scalping them on eBay.
Do you think so?
I'm sure.
Yeah. The pot was up to the 50-50 pot was pretty large on Friday
About
as well.
almost 6,000, 57 or 58.
Yeah, it's about 6,000. So it's always good to
Get your
contribute
tickets
to that. That
Sting
goes
assist.
yeah, right. And they give a lot back into the community, a lot to sports, but a lot of community stuff in there as well. So hope Beckham gets a hat trick tonight. Well, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be very nice.
That's what Lane says. Native Sarnian here. Remember when I was the doorman for the Neon Moon? Oh, Nick.
That's awesome.
I remember Nick. Oof. Yep, I'm old. What player is that on the jersey? So that was what was his first name?
Nolan Burke.
Nolan, right? Wow,
Mr. Nolan Burke.
How quickly we forget, right?
That's my last name.
That's right, Connor Burke.
No relation.
But you got a lot of
said it a
pictures
lot
with him.
Yeah, no, I called him cousin every time I saw him.
Right. Hey, cuz.
Then I went down and saw him in Atlanta, actually.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You traveled down. You got a picture with him down there.
I got a
didn't you?
jersey, actually, his game-worn Thrashers jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was
Cool. Right
very
on.
cool. He's a good guy. He gave me his socks, too, for free. As part of the deal.
Is that right?
Freaking awesome.
Well, there you go. See, you're a nice guy. He's
He's a nice guy.
a nice guy.
That's George's
You're a
favorite
nice
player,
guy.
too. She works here, right?
Beckham is my favorite player. Okay, Lane. Michelle's here, etc. All right. Go get your hockey cards. That's about all we can say about that.
And your tickets.
And your tickets. Your Sting tickets. I think we've covered everything we need to cover. We're pretty excited for this game, though. I mean, the fans are going to be on their heels right now because of what happened on Friday. And, I think we're going to see some more energy. Hopefully they've carried that energy from Friday into today's game because they're going to need it because North Bay's hungry, too.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to. I don't know if this is their last game before they go home, but I'm sure they want to get a win before they go on that bus ride.
Yeah, every team wants to win, right?
Well, for sure. Some more than others.
Some more
on
than
different
others.
occasions.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks everybody for watching here on Facebook and YouTube. And again, thanks to Hughes Intelligence for giving us the space up here in their hockey suite and getting just a few moments away, about 10 minutes away from the Sarnia Sting. If you want to have some continuous conversation, make sure you're coming over and saying hello to us here. There's where you can follow me for the live and then go and follow my friend Berkey050. Where does the 50 come from?
Just 5's my favorite number,
Is
so
it?
I just threw some O's in there.
Come and watch us over here on TikTok. Connor will be back at the end of the first period to do an update here on Facebook and YouTube. So until then, as always, I'm David Burrows, and my dear friend and co-host, Connor Burke. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Sting,
Sting,
go.
go.